start the recording. Okay, so I would like to welcome all of you to this Python workshop. So basically, this is organized by Technus Academy. Okay, and just a brief introduction of myself. So my name is Danush, and I am having around 11 years. Started my career in 2011 with Infosys, and this is now 2022. So almost 11 years of experience, and I've experienced in different programming languages, also different domains. Like I work with Java, Python, SAP, some automation. So I have a mixed bag of experience with different organizations. And in this workshop, the first thing that I would like to say about this workshop is we we believe in a hands-on approach. Okay, so theory will be very less here, and we will be focusing on hands-on and problem solving approach. Okay, and this is like open to everyone, like anyone without any prior experience from different fields can learn this Python. Okay, so why Python? As you see, first thing, there's a huge demand in the market these days. If you see, like there's a huge demand in the market, and why so? Because Python has got, it is used in multiple fields and multiple industries, and it's very high in demand. Okay, and also it is very easy to learn as compared to other languages like Java or C++. Python has a much easier syntax that will help you in picking up any program, Python very quickly. Okay, so any questions so far, guys, from your end?
That is just one query I have. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. What I'm asking is like with this Python, are we going to learn like some technology like Python with Selenium or Python with AI or Splunk kind of things?
No.
In this session?
No. Actually, here primarily we focus on teaching the core part of Python. Okay, that you can apply in other fields. That you can apply, for data engineering field. You can apply for automation testing. In this, we'll be focusing mainly on learning Python programming language. And also, we will see how we can do some data wrangling or data analysis using Python along with bundles.
Are we covering the automation?
No, we are not covering automation here. We are not covering, but
no. What do you mean by see? My question here is automation means suppose we have a Python code, right?
Yep.
And that Python code, we have written some methods and class and all that, right? But yes, we are using some like PyTest or some libraries for the automation, right? Somebody has written the Python code, I need to test it, right?
Yeah.
By passing some parameters and all.
Correct.
So that kind of thing we are going to cover some.
No, at the most from automation, what we will see, if you see this, we have some web scraping work using Python and Selenium. Okay, so here we will do some web scraping with Selenium. That's it. We are not going to learn individual unit testing tools like PyTest and all here.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So.
Hi, Dennis. This is Rakesh this side.
Yes,
basically, yeah. Basically, you told that this course will be for basic.
Your voice is little bit.
Your voice is not clear.
Your voice. Can you speak? Come closer to the mic and speak.
Yes. Am I audible right now?
Little bit better than before. Yes. What is the question?
Question is, if I want to apply my learnings into data science field or in analytics field, then what will be the path for this?
Your voice is echoing
After,
here.
after doing
Okay,
this course,
I got your question. I got your question. So you were saying you want to yes, you want to apply whatever you learn, right? In data science or machine learning, you are saying, is that your question?
yes,
Correct. Yes. So yes, basically, yes, this course we have designed like that only. Once, because for machine learning or any other advanced pipe, or let us consider big data or data engineers. So for that you need a base in Python. Okay, to work you need some base. Okay, so here
yes,
we are providing you that base, that you, so that you can easily move to other fields. It might be in web development, or it might be machine learning, data science, data engineers. So this base we are creating in Python here.
okay, thank you.
Hi Dennis, Jayant here.
Yeah.
I just have one question. Like, are you going to cover even the basic and the advanced, or is this is just the basic of Python?
Good question. So we are going to cover basic and advanced. So so these are the
So you're going to cover even the reporting section also, like I mean the graph and all, the plot, pie chart and all.
no visualization. You mean to say visualization, plotting the graphs and all?
Yeah, in the Python.
No, with Python we cannot do that. We have other libraries like matplotlib
Yeah, matplotlib.
and
Sorry.
those
Yeah.
things. Okay, but no, because see, visualization I can plot you one graph, two graphs, that is no big deal. Okay, but
Mhm.
you have to understand which visualization to use at which place,
Yeah, correct.
right? But that
Yeah.
explanation we are not going into that, because that will be totally into a different thing. Visualization, we are stopping till before visualization. Okay, till data analysis with
Mhm.
pandas.
Okay. Suppose if we want to learn that part also, like how can we go ahead?
Yes, so for visualization, we have some Techness Academy also offers like Power BI and Tableau trainings. Okay, but you can cover that, or else you can explore on your own also. But if you learn these basics, then that will help you in learning them easily in
Mhm.
transition. Yeah.
Okay, got it. And like once we finish this course, like how are you going to provide any kind of real-time project end to end?
So am I audible to everyone? Because I see in the comments someone is mentioning you're not audible.
No, you're audible.
You're audible.
You are audible.
Okay, sure. So yeah, real time. See, I will just show you one example of a project what we will be doing. Okay. Let's open this naukri.com. Okay, I will just show you one example which we will be covering while doing this course.
I will suggest first you cover the agenda, maybe like if you're jumping into the project, maybe those who are new, freshers, they might get confused. Maybe that's my thought plan.
That is also correct. No problem. You can cover from the agenda. Yeah. So basically, yes, today's agenda. Basically today's agenda is. I will just give you an overview of the course. Okay. What we will be covering, and also like any prerequisites I will also mention that. Okay, and then I will show you just one sample project that we will be doing while doing this course. Okay, and also how we design the course, that I will just mention. Okay, so let me start here. um, so basically, first of all, who all are eligible to do this? So we have mentioned the prerequisite. You can see here, a participant without any knowledge of programming language. We are going to start from scratch. Okay, scratch means like from the very beginning, and then we will transit into your more advanced topics, like in-depth knowledge of each individual small topics also. Okay. and the candidate should have, either a laptop or desktop where where he will be able to install Python and other libraries that we'll be going to use. Okay. And from what will be the outcome? So basically, so this course, we are trying to build a foundation. We are trying to build a foundation. So once after completing this course, so people can easily move into your your advanced fields where Python is getting used. It will be very easy for them to for transition from this to that. Okay. Uh, and So after completing this course, I can say you will have an intermediate knowledge of Python, where you can easily attend interviews where they are asking for, 3, 4, 5 years of experience in Python. You can, attend those interviews also. You will be in a position to face the interviews. Okay. And while covering this course, while doing the, so how is our course organized? I will tell you. So we will be having a session of 1.5 hours, Monday to Friday, from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. So that session will be recorded. Okay. So like for people who may miss 1 or 2 classes, so recordings will be available. They can refer to that. So once we are done with the session, we will be sending the assignments. So assignments will be based on the topic that we have taught in the class. And there will be some questions also in these assignments only that will help you to prepare for the real-time interview. So if a person he is completing all the assignments, then I can easily say that he can declare, he can tell that he is having a very good knowledge of Python if he completes all the assignments. Okay. Because assignments will help you in revising the concepts, and also you can keep a note of it handy while any interview, you can just refer through it quickly. You will be in a very good position to face the interviews. Okay. So this was how our this like the
Danish,
session one. Yes.
one question regarding the assignment. Sorry to interrupt. Suppose you have given some assignment related to dictionary or whatever the topic, right?
Yeah.
And how, so suppose I have given the solution to that, right? So
Correct.
how do we confirm that whatever the solution I have given, that's a correct only or the best approach?
No, I will be evaluating it.
Okay.
So assignments, I will be evaluating
Do
it,
you
and
have
also
so do you have
in the next class, we will be discussing some of the questions from the assignment.
So do you have a solution for that? Suppose somebody not able to do that right assignment. So you will provide the solution that
Yes, if somebody is stuck, I will explain in the next class that same question, how to do it in the class, live class.
Okay.
Okay. So any question, guys, from this session, assignments, recordings?
And also, will we get the solution for the assignments?
Solutions you have to do, right? And
No, we will do it. Suppose in case like we want to refer, right? So in few cases, if you have given 10 assignments and out of that I was able to complete only 5, the rest 5 you will be solving it, right? And another 5 which I have been solved, you will have a different method of any other method of solving, right? So you will have the solution for even for that as well, right?
Yes, correct. If there is any alternative way, any better way of doing it, we will show that also. Correct.
Okay.
Okay, and what about the doubt support? I mean, can we get the doubt solution after the class?
Yes, so before every class, before every live session, we will be checking with the participants if there is any doubt, anything. Then first we will solve that. Then we will start the class.
Okay, so there will be no doubt support after the class.
I didn't get it. There will be no doubt. What
I'm asking about the doubt support. So like that is, I'm getting some doubts in a day. So if I try to connect with you, by end of the day or any time after the class, is it possible or not? Or do you have any team who supports, for the doubts?
Yes, that is what that's what I'm telling you. If we have any doubts while doing the assignment or the topics, we can discuss in the class.
Okay, in the class only.
Yes, in the class.
Okay.
Danish is asking that suppose after class he got some issue, some problem is that he's stuck somewhere if he wants to connect with you, okay, so how is there any provision you're going to help him? That's what he was asking. Offline
Oh,
support.
Correct.
yes, yes.
So
So,
job
like,
is stuck somewhere. That's suppose I've given some assigned and I got stuck in there. So I want to connect with you. So how can I do that?
See guys, I will tell you, okay, the format is exactly same. Those who are from the SQL batch, how we proceed, the format is exactly same here as well. Danish will be giving you the assignment questions. You have to work on the assignment question. We will not be sharing the solution with you. The next class, then Danish will start with the assignment question discussion. Wherever you're getting stuck, or maybe if you have solved it, if you have any question, you're not sure about the solution, or you want a better solution, ask Danish. He will discuss that question with you. The first thing. Second thing is, once you're done with the assignment, share the solution with him. He will evaluate it. He will share the feedback with you. Okay. Third part. Many times it happens that you're working on it and you need some clarification. You're getting stuck. Some error message is coming. In that case, what you have to do, take the screenshot, send that to the personal window of Danish. He has some official commitment as well, but whenever he is free, he will reply to that. Am I correct, Danish? That's what we are following.
yes, correct. That is what we are calling that approach.
Hope it is clear now.
Yeah, it's clear. Thank you so much.
And those who are from the SQL batch, those who have attended the class, guys, the format is exactly same how you have seen for SQL. The same format we are following for Python as well. Yeah,
actually, I am new to this. First time I'm joining that, right? So I am not the part of the SQL, right?
Oh, if that's fine. And not for you, I'm telling. I'm sorry. I'm telling for all others, like many participants are there who from the SQL batch. For them, I'm telling. But fine, you guys can ask like what dots you have, what format, what you want. Yeah.
You know, my question here is, see, they have given me the assignment of 10 questions, right? And solve that questions, right? But that is my approach and my understanding, right? But I want the correct solution for that, right? Maybe I've already solved that also. But as an expert, right, what is the best approach?
That's what I'm telling. Next day you ask Danish, although I have solved this question, but please can you tell me if there is any other better solution for this? You are correct, it happens. The best approach, you can ask him.
Because why I'm asking this, this question is very stupid question, right? But the thing is that I joined one class, right, where they have assigned me the assignment, right? But when I'm asking the assignment, this is correct, he's saying, okay, it's correct. But that is not the best approach, right? And
no, see,
right, that solution is not provided. Go and do the Google, right? If I'm going for the Google, then why should I come here?
Solution we don't provide. We are giving you the freedom. The forum is open.
Yeah,
when you ask question, we are giving you that freedom. You ask question, even if you have solved it. But you should ask that, yeah, Danish, I have solved this question. Could you please
I got it. I got it.
Yeah, getting some background noise. Danish getting some background noise. That's what I'm not able to understand.
Okay, I'm muting everyone. I'm muting everyone on that.
I got it. Thank you.
Okay. I hope it is clear. So anyone who wants to speak, they can unmute themselves. Okay. So yes, so we provide all types of solution that is possible for a question. Okay. And what is the best approach, that also we discuss in the class.
And how much percentage is useful for a data engineer?
How much percentage?
This course is useful for the data engineer, big data engineer.
How much percentage? That is difficult to say. How much? We see how much percentage is difficult to say, but for data engineer or any like, you need a solid base in programming language. Okay. And here we are playing with different types of data. Here if you see, we will be playing with text, CSV, Excel. I will also include JSON here. I forgot to add JSON. Okay. And also with databases. So we will be, doing multiple things in different file formats, so that we are comfortable handling the data.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so let's so we are okay with how the session will be conducted, the assignments and the recordings, fine. So now comes to why Python. As you all know, you have joined this course. One single reason, right? There's a huge demand in the market, and it is used in these emerging fields as well. So once you learn Python, you can easily it will help you in transitioning to these fields also. Okay, so this was one survey where they just had seen the demand for different programming languages. This was done in 2021, the Stack Overflow. So if you can see, JavaScript, after JavaScript, we have Python, okay? HTML, CSS, SQL, these are not programming languages. So if you take only programming languages, just after JavaScript was in 2021. I don't know what is the latest stats, but we can see, right, it's growing every day. And they just growing every day. So what makes Python so popular is, I have mentioned these fields, right? AI, this. So basically, Python has a very good like the libraries, third-party libraries they are building so that it can be used with Python. So those libraries are very helpful, in connecting with those libraries to explore these fields. There are a lot of third-party libraries that are being developed in the market that you can use in sync with Python, to make your task easier for data science or machine learning. So that is also one of the reasons why Python is growing every day. Okay. And so Python is open source. Okay, you don't have to pay anything. You can download it from this particular link. I am just pinging this in the chat. Okay, so if you open this web URL which I just clicked, so you see the latest version of Python is 3.10. Okay, so once you click on this download, so this is the one for Windows. Okay, for Mac, Linux, other operating system, we have a different link here. You can just select depending on the operating system which you're using. So once you download this, so just like any normal, any software installation, you will just do a double click here, and it will start with the installation. So here I already have, so it is giving me an option to upgrade, but I am good with what the existing I am having, so I'm not going to upgrade this. But you will be getting a different option where you can do next, and install. So while installing, just make a note of one thing. When you come to this particular page, add Python to path. Okay, you have to select this checkbox. Fine. So some of the features
Danish?
of yes.
Sorry, quick question. I'm a beginner and I have a MacBook. So there won't be any problems, right? Or should I try and get a Windows laptop to do this program?
Oh, you have MacBook? No, I don't think so. It should be a problem. I don't think so. You should just if you're good with installation, you can start. You can do Python. It won't be a problem.
All right, great. Thank you.
There's just one question. So which IDE are we going to use?
Yes, that's a good question. So once once this software is installed, which right now I just downloaded, okay, there's an inbuilt IDE with it. It's called IDLE idle. Okay, if you open
Danish,
this.
Danish, what is IDE? Please explain that.
So IDE is basically we call it integrated development environment. That's the full form. The IDE gives you a kind of environment where you can write your programs in Python. Okay, different programming languages have different IDEs. There are several IDEs that are available in the market. Okay, but for those who are beginners, I would recommend them to use IDLE idle. This one that comes inbuilt with it. Okay, so once we move into the course, once we are 50% done, okay, then we will be using your this Jupyter notebook. Initially, we will start with IDE idle. Okay, once we are acquainted with the syntax, everything, then we will be doing the later part of the course in Jupyter notebook. I will show you how to install during the course.
What about the PyCharm?
No, PyCharm we are not using because that is a little bit, it will be cumbersome for the beginners.
Well, I think
But if you want, like the programs that we will run, you can use any IDE of your choice. You can use Visual Studio, you can use PyCharm, anything.
Hi, Dennis. What about Anaconda?
So yeah, Anaconda. So Anaconda only is having one part called Jupyter, where we write Jupyter notebook. So we will be writing code there. So if anyone wants to install Anaconda, well and good, you can install Anaconda also and write your program in Jupyter.
Hi, Danish. Actually, I am entirely new to this field, and I'm not getting what you are telling about this ideally. Like,
Yeah. So no need to worry. IDE is no big deal. So that's what I told you. You don't need to worry about IDE. Just show. I pinged one URL. So that is what I told. For beginners, it would be very I don't want to use some big IDEs. I will start with Ideal. Very simple to write program here. Once you open it, you click it, and you can start writing your programs here.
so it is just I am supposed to download the Python and install it. It is inbuilt there, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
IDE
Thank
is
you.
basically an editor where we are writing the code.
Yes, correct.
And we are running it somewhere, right? After writing it.
Yes, so we run it, we get an output here. Okay, so
I just have one more question. So generally we spoke about like we will be using text files, CSVs and these things, right? But generally we don't get data in this form, right? So do we have any room for connecting it to databases or something?
Correct. Yes, we have. If you see the topics, we have mentioned, right? We are going to use a database.
Okay.
Hi, Dennis.
Yes.
So so right now I'm planning to give my PySpark certification developer. So
Okay.
will this course will be enough?
PySpark, no, sir. We are not dealing with PySpark here.
No, from the programming perspective.
Yes, from programming perspective, this will help you. See, we are not teaching only syntax here. Okay, this is the way we declare list, way we do function. No, we are actually solving problems using using Python. So that will help you in logic building, problem solving skill, logic building with Python.
Right. Okay.
See, guys, one thing, whether you are going for data engineering job profile, data analyst, data scientist, business analyst, ETL tester, okay, for all this job profile, Python is required. Hope you all agree, right? Now for all this, there is a base Python, like what are the different data types, the conditional statement, the loop statement, okay, and many other things, which is the base of Python, which is required in all this job profile. So that first of all, we will teach you, we will create a strong foundation for you, okay? And then on top of that, you have many libraries in Python. A lot of libraries are there, okay? So if you're going for data engineering role, especially you have to learn pandas, numpy, and then for analysis, then matplot is there. Then many other libraries are there. So, but we are not covering all the libraries. Our main target, main aim is to give you a strong foundation of Python. Then on top of that, I think Dani should be covering pandas, right?
Yes.
So we will cover a few libraries, okay, but this will give you a strong foundation. And once you know the basic of Python, you go on any library, you'll be using that only. So don't get confused. We are concentrating here more on the foundation of Python. Okay, hope it is clear.
Yep.
Yeah, to add on to that, like if they learn one programming language, then adapting to a different programming language will be very easier for them. They can use the same concept that we have learned here. They can apply it to other programming languages also. because the the main building blocks of programming language is the same, only the syntax is different. So
of course, agree.
So that would be, in that sense also, that would be helpful. Now moving to one of the programs that we'll be doing while doing this course. So basically I have opened this page and I'm searching for data engineer jobs. Okay. Now I want to write a program where that it is going to scrap or collect data from this website. What are the data I will collect? I will collect the role, senior data engineer in this, all the roles. Okay. I will collect the name of the organization who has given this opening. I will collect the number of years of experience. I will collect what are the skill sets, and I will collect how many days ago this data was given here. Okay. So I will just run a program. Okay, I will show you that I have already developed this program. In this program, it will collect all these data, and using pandas, it will convert it into an Excel, and we will be seeing the Excel file in this folder only. Right now, you see there is no Excel file. Okay. So let me open this program which I have written. Okay, so this is the program. Don't be what we call intimidated by the size. Okay, this is a very, if I will explain to you, this will be very simple only. So I am just running this program. Okay, so we have this run option. I'm clicking on run module. So this is just to show you what we will be doing and what kind of data analysis and transformation we can do. So this is using Selenium as well. So it will launch this browser. After launching this URL web browser, it is going to collect all the information. Once the information is collected, it will convert this to an Excel and it will save it in the same directory, and it will also print it. Okay. So you see the data is printed here, and also we're seeing the same data in an Excel file. So this, see, I have created one, now one Excel file is created, data engineer. If you open this Excel file, so you can see it's having date, the organization, the job title, the experience, and the skill set. Okay. Now I want to, so this is downloaded. So we will have a good idea from this, right? We can see which companies, what are the skill set they're looking for, data engineer, how many, what experience they are looking for. Okay. So now I want to, but this date is in a different format. If you see 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 14 days ago, I don't want in this format. Okay. I want to convert it into a date like 14/10/2022, like that. Okay. So we can do a transformation on that using Python core, like the core blocks. So, okay. So let me close this file. You want to save? No. Let me open another file where I am. So this I have on the top of same program. I have made some modification here to change the date. Okay. To change the date, I have added some code. Yeah, this code I have added to change the date. Okay. I will just change the name of the Excel file, data engineer with date. I will give this so that there is no conflict. Okay, I save this program and I run it. So again, it will open this, it will fetch it, but after fetching the data this time, it will convert this 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. It will convert this into a proper date format. Okay. Now, if we go to that folder, we will have another file, data engineer with date. If you open this, now you see we have got the exact date when it was posted. Can you see the date wise? And what was the previous thing we were getting?
Yeah.
Here we are getting 1 day ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, but here we are getting the exact date.
If the date is coming as the same only, right? 3 days ago means from today's to 3 days ago, right? Like that way you have written the logic, right?
Yes. So in basically, the logic has 2 or 3 things here. Okay. First, this is the string. Okay, 1 day ago, 2 day ago, 3 day ago. So this string, from this string, we are taking the integer value, the numeric value 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we are subtracting the current date with this many days, and then we are getting the value. This is a logic average.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see that kind of transformation. Also, now suppose this is the skill set, right? These many skill sets. Now I want to see which skill is common in, is occurring the maximum number of times among this skill set. Which skill? What is the count? Okay. So to do that, we have to do some analysis on this. Okay, we have to collect each row of data, and then from this we have to remove. We have to find out how many skills, same skill set they are, like what is the maximum number of skill set they're looking for, most in demand. Okay. So for that also we did some modification using Python code libraries.
Hi Danish, I have a little doubt there.
Yes, please.
How can you extract the data from the Naukri.com website? You consume its API or
no
how
API? Yes, API is not allowed. API they don't
Okay.
have. I don't. Free API is not available. That is for sure. I don't know that they might have a paid API, but
Okay.
that I am not using. We are using Selenium here to extract the values.
So you are using XPath?
Yes, you can use any locator, XPath, ID, CSS,
Okay.
but here I am using XPath. Correct.
Okay. So from this thing we can retrieve any website data because I
Yes,
am new
with
to
this way
this.
you can retrieve any website data. Correct.
Danish, same on a similar lines, we will be dealing with APIs if it's available or not. So if
If
API
we
is
will see
available,
some examples for API also, how we can fetch the data from APIs if that
yeah.
if the website permits. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Thanks.
Danish, regarding this API only, so like we have an API for the workday, right? For example, in my current project, right? So we
Yes.
are seeing one page at a time, right? I
Yeah.
don't know how many pages are there, right? Like in Naukri.
Yeah.
Right. So do we suppose the requirement is to get whatever the details in the API, right, on the page in
Yeah.
the, but multiple pages are there, right? Suppose 100
Correct.
pages.
Yes.
Hello.
We lost you. You are not audible. So I got your question. You are saying if you have, this I'm collecting data from this one page, right? So you are having, might be we have a prerequisite. I want to collect data from 10 pages. Right?
Yeah. See, yeah, correct.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that also we can do now. That also like depends on each website is designed in their own way, right? So what method I am following here may not be applicable for other websites.
Correct.
Right? That is what we will be learning. Like problem solving skills, right? How to adapt our code to, or how to modify our code or write a new code depending on what is the target, what is our target from where we are trying to fetch the data.
Okay, got it.
Okay, guys.
One question. So we here, right? We are trying to. We have to change the Excel file every now and then. So how do we automate it so that it? And I don't want to replace the last Excel. It should be appended from the new script values.
Yeah, there are ways we can append also rather than write. We can append also. There are multiple ways, we can in this we can rather than we can copy we can write one Excel file to a new file, and then we can copy the older ones on top of that, or we can navigate till the end of this Excel and then we can start writing. That way we can do.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to understand, how we can automate this whole feature so that we don't have to run it. I mean, just schedule it every day, and or some
correct. So scheduling jobs you are talking about, like a program will run automatically every day 4 o'clock, every day 5 o'clock.
Like that.
The data.
Also, I don't have to rename the Excel file to clean the data or to transform it. I mean, making the whole process automated.
Yes, so that also you can do. But you have to explore more on that, right? We cannot have ready-made solutions for everything. We have to explore how we can make that can be done, right?
Yeah, so I mean,
we have the option. We do have the option for scheduling also. We can schedule a job that will run each day at a single point of time. We have that option also. And the one which you are telling, I can explore that also. Like I haven't explored that, what you're telling, that rather than rewriting, new overwriting, we can do. But that also, I think it won't be, it will be possible in doing it.
Danish, I am bit afraid that those who are totally new, they'll be confused what we're talking about. So I will suggest not to discuss
Okay,
those
really sorry.
concepts.
Okay, got it. So yes, so guys, advanced questions we can take up while doing the course, I think. But yeah, it is possible. So for those who are beginners, there is no need to be intimidated. Okay, you will also be comfortably doing the same thing what I'm doing right now. We'll be learning this.
Okay.
Okay, it's not like too difficult. It's quite, if you practice it, it will be easy for us. Okay. So that was basically some sort of real-time plasma, what we'll be doing in real time. So this is a real-time thing what we'll be doing. Okay, there are other things which we will also be doing. Okay, and other than this, and this course duration is for 1 month. Okay, we'll be having classes from Monday to Friday, 1.5 hours. A total of 30 hours we have kept, but that 30 hours is not like fixed. If like if the topics are left, then we can give, or we will see like how the participants are taking it. If they are absorbing it slowly, then we are happy to extend few hours also to accommodate everyone.
Sir, actually, I'm a new in Python. Can you please explain the curriculum deeply? Like, just I did not know about the libraries of Python, just pandas, NumPy.
Sure.
Yeah, can you please explain the curriculum?
So yeah, so we will start with a basic input and output. Okay, we'll write very simple codes with how we can input any data, what will be the data types. Okay, how we can print the data, how we can give comments. Okay, then we will first we'll cover the input output and different data types that are available. Okay, then we will cover different operators, relational operator, membership operator, these kind of things we'll be covering. Then we will be covering if else conditional block, right? If else condition, how to do condition checking and all. Once we are comfortable there, then we will start with iteration, like how to use for loop, while loop. Then we will see some of the advanced data types like list, tuple, set. So we're covering these in very detailed way. Okay, what values is allowed in list, what values is allowed in set, what are the different versions of set, when do we use tuple, when do we use set, when do we use dictionary, in what scenarios we'll be using what data types. Okay, these things we'll be covering. And then we will be coming to functions. So functions also is a very broad topic. When it comes to function, we will have different types of function, like anonymous function using lambdas. We'll be having generator functions. So different types of functions we will also see. Then we will come to modules. So in modules also, this we are talking about libraries, right? Third-party libraries and all these pandas and all. So that those how to install them will cover here module when we will be covering this modules. Okay, and while completing these set of topics, we will be discussing also what are the interview questions that are that can be asked while covering this topic. We will covering those. We'll give some coding challenges also. That is asked during the interview to do some code and all. Okay. So once till this coding, it will be our core thing till this module and coding challenges. Okay, then we will come to file handling, and then we'll come to object-oriented programming, databases, web scraping, and this. So this is a very high level overview of what we will be covering. So is that clear? Any doubt here?
Danish, here we are not covering the logger, or we are logging the
No, logging we are not covering. Logging we are not covering logs.
Okay, decorators.
Yeah, if decorators will cover in functions only. Decorators, generators will cover.
And here, like for example, you have shown the code for that whatever you have written for the project, right? How to debug it, right?
How to
debug?
Debugging, debugging also we'll see. Like when we are getting error, how to find the root cause of that error and do analysis. That also we'll see.
But logger you can cover, right? Because it's an important, right, topic.
Loggers, yeah, I can cover, but
because in the real time, logger is very important, right?
Yeah, that is, I understand that is very important. Real time applications is very important. But from what I believe, it might be little bit difficult for beginners to catch up with that. So I have designed my entire course like that so that anyone can learn from start. But if everyone is agreeing, then we can see if we can add that also.
I think at the end you can add it, like at the end of the sessions. I mean, at the last session,
yeah,
you can add this logger.
Are we covering unit testing?
No, unit testing also we're not covering.
That is also
Yeah,
important.
Danish, I think yes, logger is important. What we can do is, like, once the session will get mature enough, you can discuss with the participants. Okay, if the understanding is good, then we can add that logger part, not an issue.
Okay.
I think that's a good suggestion. Yeah, logger.
Yes.
One question: are we continuing with this weekdays batch only, or is there any weekend batch plan as well?
No, right now we have this weekdays batch only.
Oh, okay.
How many hours expected on daily basis?
Yeah, but for the working professional, then it's a difficult thing to attend a weekday batch. So that's why I was asking: is there any weekend plans?
Yeah, that's correct. It would be a little bit, yeah, for working professionals, it would be a little bit difficult to manage this with that.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, if there is any weekend batch planned, we will announce. But right now we don't have any plan. I don't see it happening in this year.
Sure. Thanks for that. Yeah.
That is how many hours expected at least while going through this class?
Oh, your voice is a little bit feeble. What is the question? How many?
How many hours from a beginner is expected on daily basis while attending this class? I mean, completing the task. Yeah.
Okay, so for beginners, I think 1 hour will be good enough.
Okay. As my office hour is 9 to 6, so I can manage that.
No, your office hours is 9 to 6, and like, what is the question?
I was just thinking about my timings and how much.
Oh, okay. Your timings you are saying. Okay. Yes, there might be a conflict. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So, what is the timing, everyone? Tanvir, can we? Is there any chance we can discuss on the timing or?
No. Sorry, Danish. We have to freeze that.
Okay, 9 to 10:30. Okay.
Yeah.
8 to 9:30 is not possible.
Danish, I will suggest first let's have a final list of participants. Okay. And if they all have a mutual understanding, fine. Otherwise, we have to proceed with the one what we have published.
Yeah, even I was thinking, like, if it is from 8 to 8 or earlier part of the day, then it would be great.
No, actually our SQL batch is also there.
Actually,
we can do it
Power
at
BI
night
batch is
also.
also there.
But we can do it at night also, like 8 to
Okay.
9.
We will discuss. Let's have the final list of participants. Okay, then we will discuss on that part. Okay. Or else, if you have any conflict and you are interested, you let us know. Ping personally to Danish or Firdaus. We'll discuss. We'll discuss on that. Okay. But we'll give first priority to the timings what we have already published. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Can you explain that line is written web scraping with Selenium little bit?
Yep. So web scraping basically is, collecting data from the web. Okay. So Selenium and Beautiful Soup, these are third-party libraries or modules that we need to install to collect the data from the web.
Okay, just like as you created, like you shown.
Yes. Just now I showed now same thing.
Okay, thank you.
So will be there any project to cover as well, like after these basic fundamentals? So do we get any chance to make a project on this?
So my assignments will be like mini projects, sir. You can that will be a revising concept, revising thing for you.
Okay, thank you.
So what is the process to join this class? Finalize that I want to join, then what is the
next? So the process is we will share the number where you can make the payment. After making the payment, you have to share the screenshot of that payment to Firdaus. She's the admin. Then she will add you to a different WhatsApp group where all the final participants will be present. So in that group only we'll publish all the Zoom link and other things.
Okay. So Danish, one more question, right? So after completing 30 days, so we can in touch with you, right? If something we stuck in our real time somewhere, right? Or some doubt required, right?
Yeah, so that is 2 days back only. So one of my current batch participant, he shared me some screenshots for the code. Okay, he was trying to do a JSON handling. Okay, but that code was so like in the screenshots, right? You cannot understand the entire code and all, right?
Yep.
So he just sent 2 screenshots and was telling me, sir, this I'm getting this error. So I asked him few questions like, sir, what are you trying to do? Because I cannot check and debug your code, right? I don't have that control.
Understood.
I can tell you what is if you're trying to solve a problem, what is the way? Okay, and if that error which you are getting, that is very much anyone can understand, then definitely I will help you there. Okay. But if someone comes with a huge set of programs and
No. I understood.
Yeah.
Somewhere we stuck some clarity we required, right? This is a requirement, a suggestion, right?
Yes.
That we need to do the code. That's
yes.
Got it.
Right. So so I think we have covered almost all the points. So any other doubts, guys? Any other questions you're having?
So we need to pay in one shot or installment?
No, we have a very minimal fee, so we don't have installment here.
Okay.
If someone has a financial concern, you can connect with us. No issue.
Okay.
Okay, Danish, how much time do we need to practice to get perfection here?
If you can do the assignments, I will say if you can do the assignments properly, then you would be good. And assignments will not be that much. So assignments for beginners, it might take more time initially, but after 4-5 days, it would be very smooth, I think. So I think in assignments, you have to spend maybe at the most 1 hour at the most. Those who already know a little bit of coding, they can do it in half an hour also.
Danish, can you please, hello? Danish?
Yes.
Can you please show us the assignment? I mean, what kind of
Sure, I will
assignment?
show you a few assignments from my current batch.
So that we can get some confidence on that.
Right.
Thank you.
Python week
Assignment and what you are going to core. Can you show one demo so we can we can get some confidence on that?
Okay, so you see, this is the first day's assignment I give.
So we need to write the query also, right? What is the difference between something?
Yes, so why I give some theory questions. If you write the answers now by listening to my lectures or searching online, this will help you in preparing for the interview questions. Though theory questions are very little, but I generally give. This is the first, and this is first day, right? So first day we don't give. We give simple programs only. Okay, but as we move on, day 2 or day 3, you can see we are moving into more of hands-on approach. Okay, is that fine?
Yeah, fine. Good, good. Yeah, that's good.
We don't give very big assignment, 10, 11, at the most 10, 11 questions like that.
Danish, good question. So what are the other softwares we'll need to have? Like, do we need to have Excel and anything else apart from that? Or can we just, like, I don't have Excel. I usually work on Google Sheets itself. So should we get Excel?
No, even if you don't have Excel, you can use CSV file, right? Because I see in most of the websites and they use more of CSV than Excel.
Okay.
So I think CSV you will be able to without any this Microsoft installation. Also, I think you will be able to deal with CSV files, I think, in your system.
All right. Is there any other software that we'll need to have apart from the Python?
No, once you install Python, okay. Yes. So during the course, I will ask you to install a database. So I will be using MySQL. So you have to install the MySQL also in your system.
And that's available for Mac also, right?
Yes. Well, I think for Mac also they will be having proper support. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
So Danish, I have a question here. Like, you know, I don't have any basic knowledge related to the Python, but I have the experience of working on VBA. So what we do on VBA is we write the codes on the modules inside the Excels, and when we write, you know, we execute the codes and we see the result on Excel. So like in Python, you know, if we write the codes on the Python, you know, on the module, where we can see the result. You know, is it on Excel or is it on, you know, text files or is it on, you know, anything else?
No. So yeah. So see depending on what your program is doing. Suppose in your program you are creating an Excel or you're inserting record in the database. Okay. For that you won't be seeing any output, right? You will be seeing in the database, or you will be seeing that in that folder that Excel is created or not, or the CSV is created or not. But if you want to have some condition, okay, if this is success, then print something on the console, then you can print something in the console.
Okay. Thanks, Danish.
Any other questions, guys? We are almost at 12 o'clock. Okay. Any other question, guys, or we are good to wrap up the session?
Yeah, we are good to go. But you know, I have one question. So from tomorrow onwards, the class will be starting from the, you know, 9 a.m. onwards.
Not from tomorrow. It's from Monday.
It's from Monday.
Yeah. So yes, from Monday it will be 9 a.m. Correct.
So you will be, you know, sending some links to join those classes, or?
Yes. So once the payment is done, we'll be moving you to a different WhatsApp group. There we'll be sharing the Zoom link invite and everything.
So Danish, we will be getting the recordings also for this.
Yes. Also, we can have the record. We will get the recordings also, and this what do we call the duration for that? It will be available till 6 months. Recordings.
We can't download it.
No, you cannot download it. So that is not that we don't allow. You cannot download.
Danish, are you providing any notes for same? I mean,
yes. So whatever programs you will write, whatever thing I will be sending those those documents.
okay.
So notes means like you're taking the list and all that list tuple dictionary. So theory part you are sending the.
Correct. So how I will be doing now? If you see day 2, if I open any program. Just a moment. So you see, I will mention here arithmetic operators. Okay, return type of input function is string. So I will be sending these files. I will be doing the code here also, and also I will be telling what is like what is the function of this. So I will be sharing these files. Okay. Any other question, guys?
Yeah, if we can do something with the timing, so that would be so great. So we can take input from everybody and then we can decide. if
Yeah,
it
only
is
time
possible.
is the issue for me.
Okay, so yeah, timing, I cannot say much there for timings.
We need to think, Danish. We will think over that because no, that SQL batch we have in the morning, then Power BI is there, right, before 9. So
Right,
it's difficult to prepone it, right?
Yep.
But guys, we will think over that, okay? And we'll update you.
Yeah, that would be so helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. We can understand, yeah.
So yeah, whoever are having an issue with the timing, I think they can ping. They can. What can they do, Tanvir? Shall we discuss internally first and then, or?
Yeah, you guys stay in touch with us. You ping us, and we will update you about the timing. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then I think we are good. Any other question?
No, Dhanush, so far good. We are good.
Okay, then yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for taking out your time during the busy weekend. Hope to see you guys in the class. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Danish. Thank you, Danish.